Hello guys, welcome to another video in the series of coding. We have a problem that's called N array tree pre-order traversal. So don't go by the name. The problem is not as complicated as the name sounds. So basically we are given a tree. Let's consider this is a tree. We have to just return the elements in order. So let's say we start traversing from the root, which is 1. Then we go to its first child, which is 2. Then we go to the children of 2, which are 3, and then 2 has one more child, which is 4. Then let's say we go to the next child of 1, because we have exhausted the family of 2. So now we are entering into the family of 5. So we have 5. Then we have 6. Then we have the child of 6, which is 7. After which we have, so sorry for this, after which we have 8, and then we have 9. So this is the particular order in which we have to traverse, and we have to store this in the form of a vector and return. So let's just get started to coding. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to make a recursive function that's going to recurse at each children. So let me call that simply fnc, short for function, and to this we are going to pass the root, which is the structure of type node star, and we are also going to pass, let's say, a vector answer that we are going to return. So let me declare a vector answer that is going to just store the values, and it's going to finally be returned. So we will return answer. Now first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to check if it is a valid root or not. So because if the root is not valid, if it is null, then what I can do, I can just return answer. So I will declare the answer above, and I will just return this answer if the root is null. Okay, otherwise I will make a recursive call to this function, which I've just called fnc for short. So let me go into the function call, and just a simple void function, it's not going to return anything, and it is accepting root as well as it's accepting answer. So let me pass the parameters. So first it will accept root as well as it will accept this vector answer. So I'm going to just pass this parameter here, and let me pass it by reference, so that when I return it will have all the values stored in it. Okay, now the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to just have to store the values inside this answer. So it is as simple as that. So without doing anything, let's just store the value. So the value, and how do you get the value? So it is simply roots val, because the constructor function is given, it has the variable val. So whatever is the value of the root, that will get pushed back in answer. So answer dot push back the value of the root. And otherwise what we are going to do is, after this what we are going to do is we are going to just check for the value of its children. Okay, so for example, this is a binary tree, we will push 2, then we'll push 3, then 6, then 7, and so on. So we have to push. So how do we know about its children? So you can see that here there is a vector node that is children. So see, in the class node there is a vector that is having the children, and they are of node star type. So this is a vector that has the children, right? So we will just pass the uh, iterations over to the children. So for int I equal to 0, I less than, okay, so roots corresponding children. So each root has its own children. So corresponding to each root's children, okay. So um, till we exhaust the size of that. So we'll start from I equal to 0 and till I is less than roots children dot size, means we will cover all the children of the root. We are just going to call this recursive function again. It is as simple as that, but this time we will pass the child. Okay, so we will pass the corresponding child, and we will also pass the answer. So that's it, and we will just run this code and see if it is passing the test cases. So it is fine, and let me just submit and see if it is valid. So it is an accepted solution. Thank you for being patient and listening.